to this another episode with me, Arshi. I hope you guys are doing good. And इस episode में हम बात करने वाले हैं for all those aspirants जो CMAT 2024 देने वाले हैं. And I think जो भी student, right, 70-80 हजार student CMAT देते हैं, right, उनका यही होता है that I literally want to get 95 plus percentile in CMAT because उसी के through you can get into all these top colleges जो CMAT accept करते हैं. So to answer all those questions, we have Rahul Singh with me, जिन्होंने CMAT दिया था in the year 2022 and percentile भी यही आपको बताएंगे. So over to you, before starting any questions related to preparation, I just want you to introduce yourself so that we can take it forward.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me on this interview. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rahul Singh. I am the 24 batch pass out. I have just completed my PGDM from IMT Nagpur. And I've been placed at CRISIL as management trainee. It was a PPI offer. So I got the pre-placement interview offer from them and I converted it. So I scored 97.29 percentile, which in 2022. And just to give you a point that I was already working before doing MBA. So I was preparing with my work, and I was and also preparing with I was preparing with my job for CMAT. So in 2022, in the first 3 months of 2022, I started to prepare for the CMAT, and it was the paper happened on 30th April, and so it was 3 months time for me to prepare. And along with my job, after the working hours, I used to prepare. So it was 4 to 5 hours per day giving to all the sections in the paper. And 4 to 5 hours of preparation is more than enough to get more than 95 percentile in CMAT.
Okay, so I think if somebody is able to dedicate, हर दिन में से कुछ टाइम, so they will be able to score even क्योंकि आपके पास टाइम कम था. अगर आपके पास टाइम और होता तो it's even possible कि आप 100 percentile भी score कर सकते हो.
Yes, absolutely.
It's quite easy comparatively to all these entrance examination which is CAT and XAT. So हम preparation पे जाएंगे, but उससे पहले because MBA is all about profile, right? And you pop up this thing that you was already working before going to your MBA. Right. So आपका profile और आपको क्यों लगा कि MBA करना चाहिए?
I think the kind of role I was in, I knew that it is going to be stagnant at one point of time. So in order to upskill myself, I thought of doing MBA, and it was a very right decision for me because in terms of monetary benefits or in terms of roles, in terms of domain, it has really catapulted me from working as an associate into a management trainee, right? So I thought in 2022, MBA gives you that different perspectives in order to see the real life problems that corporates have. So without doing an MBA, you have that one angle to look at a problem. But after doing an MBA, you get a different perspective from business side as well. So that's one benefit of doing MBA after the job.
And your profile, 10, 12 graduation, and how many years of experience you have? What have you done in your graduation?
So I've done BCom in my graduation, and just after that, I sat for the companies, and I worked for 3 years in TCS. And after working for 3 years, I thought it is a very right time to do MBA to pivot my career from associate and a very lenient role into a leadership role.
Okay. So Rahul, I have this question. हम first में को ये interview shoot कर रहे हैं, and I think 15th May we have this examination. So we cannot get into all these strategy कि आप कैसे start कर सकते हो and everything. We just have hardly if I talk about 10, 12, 13 दिन है आपके पास. So आपके हिसाब से क्या strategy होनी चाहिए? How they can approach different syllabus है, सारी चीजें हैं, क्या तरीका होना चाहिए? I mean, what was your approach and how students can approach it same way? Yeah.
Okay. So we also know that only 15 days are left for the CMAT 2024. What you can do if you haven't prepared it very thoroughly, you still have you can still go for 6 hours a day. I mean, covering all the aspects. And since the paper pattern and the difficulty level of CMAT is moderately easy as compared to CAT and other examinations, so you can still ace at it. So one way to look at it, that if you do mocks daily, that could give you a sense that where you are lacking, and you can also play with the time, that in how many minutes or in how many hours you can complete one particular section. So this is the best time to do mocks. And if you are if you aren't following any newspapers, if you follow the newspapers of like 1 or 2 years, it will give you a good understanding of what has been there, because mostly questions asked in GK and innovation part, it is mostly asked from that part only. So I would say just skim through the newspapers, and if you can do at least 1 or 2 mocks at a day, it would be more than enough to at least score a very decent percentile in CMAT.
Okay. And क्या do's और क्या don'ts होने चाहिए?
I would say don't focus just on one particular topic. अगर वो नहीं आपको आ रहा है, you just can skip it, and you can just have to make sure that you have to cover all the aspects. And I mean, really, the CMAT examination is moderately very easy, so don't panic. You just can ace it really well, even if only 15 days are left. So that's a still good hope for the students.
Right. Let's say आपकी सबके अपने अपने तरीके हैं, ये 10 दिन 12 दिन वो कैसे यूटिलाइज करेंगे, कैसे कैपिटलाइज करेंगे. एग्जाम डे आ गया, राइट? क्या चीजें हैं जो हमें एग्जाम डे पे ध्यान रखनी है? जब हमारे पास क्वेश्चन पेपर आ गया, कई बार ये होता है कि क्वेश्चन पेपर देख के हम एकदम ब्लैकआउट हो जा ब्लैंक हो जाते हैं कि नाउ व्हाट टू डू, क्या अप्रोच रखना चाहिए व्हेन वी आर डूइंग ऑल दोस क्वेश्चंस. तो जैसे आज ही मेरे पे एक स्टूडेंट का कॉल आया एंड ही वाज बेसिकली आस्किंग कि अगर मैं कोई क्वेश्चन अटेम्प्ट नहीं करता तो ऐसा तो नहीं उसके लिए कोई नेगेटिव मार्किंग रहेगी. अगर मैं डायरेक्टली सेक्शन बी करना चाहूँ तो क्या मैं ऐसा कर सकता हूँ? मुझे फिजिकल पेपर मिलेगा या इट विल बी तो इट वाज जस्ट वन कॉल एंड coincidentally he got my number.
Yeah.
ऐसे क्वेश्चंस बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स के दिमाग में होते हैं. तो DDS strategy and कैसे एग्जाम पेपर को अप्रोच करना है, what is the right way?
I think one way is to keep your calm and keep your nerves at that day. I mean, understand this, that a lot of questions from different section will be asked. You need to make sure that which section you are very confident of. So, for example, if you start with the reasoning section, reasoning sections are primarily doable questions. So, if you are doing those questions, you get sort of confidence at the beginning, and then you can proceed with the QA and the VRC and the GK part, because GK and QA part are GK and the innovation part are like hit and a miss. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So, but you can like use your first hour of your into the reasoning questions, because reasoning questions are mostly doable. They do not require any kind of prior knowledge. They are you can do it in any day. So if you start with the reasoning section, then move to QA, then move to VRC, then later you can move to the GK sections. So that could be the better strategy in terms of getting a confidence at a earlier earlier stage of the examinations. Because if you start from QA sections, and what if some questions comes, if you don't know how to answer them, so that may lose your confidence, or that may break your confidence. So if you start from particularly from the reasoning sections, and since reasoning sections are mostly doable, so you can start from there, build confidence, and later you will realize that you are answering most of the questions in the examinations.
आप अपनी 2 साल की जर्नी को कैसे इलैबोरेट करोगे एट IMT Nagpur? What was the pros? I mean, what you really liked? क्या चीज आपको लगी कि that was the turning point कि ठीक है, as you mentioned कि आप 3 साल already TCS में काम कर चुके हो, and you itself mentioned that it was worth it. So yeah.
I guess overall it was a complete, I would say, very enjoyable, memorable, and lots of learning there, starting from day one to like last day of our farewell. Like amazing people. I want to meet. Like got to meet there, because there are a lot of peers coming from other domains also. So you also learn from them. Secondly, faculties be, they are very helpful and very supportive. सो ऑल द टाइम आपको कभी भी कुछ भी उनसे कोई भी हेल्प चाहिए या फिर कोई भी सपोर्ट चाहिए, दे आर ऑलवेज देयर फॉर यू. एंड thirdly, the management is very supportive at IMT Nagpur. Any problem, even a minute problem होता है किसी किसी का, they even also address that. So my journey is completely here at IMT Nagpur has been very positive. I mean, I am taking a lot of positives here, lot of learnings from here, from my peers, from all the faculties and all the recruiters that came us to play, to place us. So, a complete, in a word, I would say it's memorable for me.
Okay. And how was your SIP experience?
It was like really amazing for me. Lots of learning there, and did uh, got a chance to meet a lot of industry leaders there. So it was a very very good internship for me in terms of learnings, exposure, and everything.
आई थिंक यू नो एक क्वेश्चन है जो हमेशा कहा जाता है कि लड़कों से उनकी सैलरी नहीं पूछनी चाहिए, राइट? आई गॉट टू नो द कंपनी, इफ कंफर्टेबल शेयरिंग दैट आपका क्या पैकेज, यू नो what package you've got from Crisit?
So I got 10.78
Okay,
LPA.
fine. Okay, so thank you so much, Rahul, for your time. Think I'm done with the questions. So it was great
Thank you so
interacting
much,
with you.
I hope you liked this video. For more such videos, keep watching our channel.
And do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.